This is a fan-based parody. Star Wars is owned by Disney. Please support the official release. Welcome to Weekend Star Warriors.
Mimban? I've never even heard of Mimban.
No one has. And it is steadily growling at the three of you.
I growl right the back.
How do you wish to punctuate your entrance?
I am sufficiently intimidated.
We take this moment and shoot the shit out of all of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at that pile over there.
Pile!
You want to sleep on it?
No, I want to poke it.
I sit down with you two for 2 seconds, and now I'm involved. I just want to point that out. Okay.
I'm blowing motherfucker's head off now.
Okay.
Okay. Yay me!
Pull out your bowcaster.
I have issues.
Last time on Weekend Star Warriors, our heroes broke out of prison with the help from the mysterious old woman, Hala. After reclaiming their effects, the four worked together to dispatch a pair of substandard stormtroopers. They then stole a TIE crawler and made a quick stop to pick up some weapons Hala had hidden. A brief but stressful battle ensued, with 3 guns jamming, 2 giant mosquitoes, and 1 face full of bug juice. With the weapons for the native resistance movement loaded, our heroes set off on their long journey through the swampy forests of Mimban, secure in their armored transport. Or so they thought.
So we're in the TIE Fighter. Or the
TIE crawler.
TIE Crawler.
Crawler.
Okay, it's a little bit cramped, but you're fairly comfortable. Now, to describe this, it is a small cylinder, comfortable enough for Liliana and Hala and Ping Pong to stand in. However, Zizix and McClaw have to sit down.
Yeah, you're probably like touching the ceiling even though you are sitting down.
Now, there are a lot of weapons on this ship.
Oh, good.
There are, much like a normal TIE fighter, there are 2 laser cannons in the front.
Okay.
However, there is also a pair of light-repeating blasters on the hatches in the back.
Sounds like Maka has got those covered. Who wants the 2 front rifles?
Well, Hala's in charge of those because she's the pilot.
Sorry, you're called.
And right now is the time for conversation because you're going to be driving for a very long time.
How long?
Well, let's just say a day.
A day.
A day.
All right. Settle in, everybody.
So, would any of you care to start conversations? Either ask Hala for more questions or catch up with old friends?
Hella, you're focused enough to,
Yes, she can.
to talk.
talk to me. What did you mean when you said I had great presence?
The Jedi, like I've said, were the guardians of peace and justice, but it was more than that. They had a special power. It's not something they really had, it's something that is everywhere. It's what keeps everyone alive. They were just a select few individuals who were able to not quite manipulate it, but alter its currents.
Huh.
And I think that you might have that potential.
What?
In fact, all 3 of you, I'm not sure about your large friend back there, but you may have the potential to be a Jedi if you so choose.
Cool.
I never thought I was force sensitive.
Well, unfortunately, not all Force sensitives are able to be trained as a full Jedi. However, there are certain things you can do more than a normal person if you do train in the Force.
You train us.
Please.
I never was much of a teacher, but if we get this crystal, I might be able to teach you.
So where is this crystal?
Well, there's an interesting story behind that.
We've got a while.
That shard that I showed you earlier is a shard of what is known as the Kyber crystal. Recently, the Kawaii informed me that one of their member had found this interesting crystal. The people who we're going to meet, they're similar to the Greenies, but only in genetics. They are the same species, but they are proud warriors. They call themselves the Kuwei. It was they who traded the shard of the Kyber crystal that you three touched for the knowledge I gave them on Imperial troop movements and promise to bring them more weapons. They know where the temple that contains this crystal is. You wouldn't know it, but this planet has a rich and deep history. Long before the Mimbanese evolved into sentient life forms, there was another ruling culture on this planet, though their name and appearance has been lost to time. This culture had a myriad of religions and gods they viewed as sacred. You can still find many of their temples all over. There were so many gods you could visit over 100 temples and not see the same god twice. Perhaps it is fighting over which god was best that led to their own destruction. The Kuwei chief told me that one of his warriors had scouted out one of the ancient temples, one of the minor gods, Pomojema, I believe it is called. He had scouted the temple as a potential base, but it was far too small to serve as a base for all of the Kuwei. However, a glowing stone drew his attention. It was wedged in the chest of the statue of Pomojema, and no matter what he did, he couldn't dislodge it. He tried hitting it with a rock, and all he got was that tiny sliver that I showed you. Along with his report on the temple, he brought the shard to his chief to ask if it was valuable. The chief was sure that someone would want it, and a couple years later, I arrived. The chief then stated that he would give me directions to the Temple of Pomojema if I returned with weapons and, well, warriors who could help them fight the Empire. I'm sorry to put this imposition on you, and I haven't made any promises. Well, I kind of have made some promises, but it is up to you. It is up to you whether or not you will help them. I will take the brunt if you will not, but...
So, how many people are we supposed to defeat?
1,000.
Okay. Well, he's got 980, so I guess I could take like 3 or 4.
I'll take 15.
You
or
won't
so.
be doing it alone. The Kuwei themselves have a vast army, and they tend to hide in caves, so that reduces the advantage of numbers. Right now, or last time I checked, there were over 200 Kuwei, but they've been gathering since. I think that by the time you get there, they will have a substantial army, and with your help and guidance, I think we can truly take the Empire, at least the Imperial presence on this planet.
You want us to lead an army?
Help with leading, really.
Is this before or after the Jedi training?
Yes, I would hope to have some Jedi training first.
Wait, Jedi training?
Yeah, did you miss that? Hello! We're all gonna be Jedis, except for you. Oh, you're
Well, we don't know that he isn't Force. I sense perhaps a sliver of Force potentiality, but without the crystal, it is kind of difficult to tell.
It's hard to say.
Okay.
We're getting that crystal, so I mean, they got the full crystal, right?
Well, I think we're gonna try for it, but it sounds like it's a bit hard to pluck.
Well, provided that we can manage to make it to the Kuwei before the Imperial raid on them, then...
How do you know when that is? Do you know when that is?
Yes,
How do you know when that is?
I've been spying.
Alright.
They have it planned for within 5 days' time.
Alright, so...
So we
5 days, fight an army.
Fight an army?
Find a
With
Fight
an army.
Fight an
Become
army
a
with an army.
Jedi.
No, okay.
Although they may accelerate their plans now that we've...
So we have 3 days. Let's say 3 days.
So it could be tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow even.
It could be, but hopefully we can...
Why don't-
She steps on the gas
I was
and
about-
speeds up.
I was about to say we can't do anything until we get there, so maybe just not worry about it till then. I don't know.
Splat, 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 splat.
Yeah, you hear a couple more mosquitoes hitting the
I
walls.
really wish that would stop.
These things don't smell very good.
They
No.
look pretty gross too.
Yeah.
So,
They're offensive to all of the senses.
Yes.
including taste.
And you
knew-
tasted
I bet
some
they
of
taste
that.
Exactly. I knew he was going to say it as soon as I said it.
It's mostly because of the rotting blood of various animals that they feast upon.
God's sake, I did not need a description.
Ew.
You can eat the next one.
Very well.
They're still stuck in the bottom of my foot.
Oh yeah.
Would you care to roll for licking your foot?
Oh, please don't.
No.
Please, okay, thank you.
I just like showing it off to him.
Come on, man. Come on.
So,
How did that taste?
I think you can judge as not good by my reaction.
So, how long does it take to become a Jedi? Like an hour or two?
I think it's a little longer than that.
Like a day or so? Great.
No,
I'm
like
so excited.
years, maybe like a lifetime, even sort of.
What? We don't have a lifetime. We've got Lame. I'm with him.
All right, then I guess you don't want to be force sensitive and be a Jedi. That's fine.
I didn't say that.
Well, if you
Did I?
No,
No.
don't do the crime if you're not willing to pay the time.
Well,
Which is
that's
a weird thing
long-
to say since we just broke out of jail, but whatever.
Yeah, the metaphor don't quite work here, does it?
No, it don't. no, it don't.
Anyways.
Oh goodness, you guys, you crack me up.
You cracked me up too, Princess. Especially how you thought you were going to Naboo when you came here. That was hilarious!
Oh, shut up.
How's that bug taste?
Tastes about as good as this humble pie, I'd say.
What's that?
You
I like pie.
do you even know what pie is?
I think so.
Blueberry pie.
You probably pilfered some pie from the transport ship.
Pie.
What do you think Ewoks eat?
Pie.
Pie?
What do Ewoks eat?
Berries.
This is the
Very
DM question.
special.
Yes.
Dead animals. They hunt.
Okay.
So maybe you would have liked
Steaks.
some bug.
Yeah, it's a big bug.
He's still on his foot.
No
You can-
thanks.
Okay.
I don't think she
Yeah.
wants to lick someone's foot.
I've got the taste of
Some-
pie from that
Some
ship.
people are into that.
Yeah.
Don't kink shame.
Liliana, would you care to ask McClaw about
Yes,
the
I
others?
was. So, what have you been up to for the last 6 months, McClaw?
On my own, killing slavers.
Ah, of course.
You?
Trying to travel. It's been a bit of a hardship for me because I mostly was using the credits you gave me. Basically, been taking ship to ship trying to get to Naboo, but this last place, Kuat, was they wanted to see my identification, and I did not want to show my identification. Although they might know that I'm on my parents, who I didn't want them to know where I was traveling. They probably know now because that officer called my mother.
So you didn't want your parents to know where you were.
No, and I'm sure they know now.
I believe they call her a runaway.
Okay, that's what I was guessing, but I wanted to be respectful and ask.
Right.
We don't know how she identified.
Don't assume anything.
Are you running away?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to
There.
get away.
All right.
Thank
We
you.
cleared it up. Good to know.
They are very strict. I'm glad for the training that they gave me because it has given me a lot of agility and abilities to dodge bullets and cut people's throats open.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and I'm quite skilled with a blaster. I usually trained with a stun rifle at home. So I'm quite skilled, but
Is the kickback any different?
a little bit. Actually, I kind of like the larger kickback I get from an actual blaster. It makes me feel powerful.
It's verging into TMI territory. That's probably good there.
So perhaps you'd like to pass off on someone else to talk about themselves.
Yes, anybody else like to...
I'm good. I'm fine.
I've got to know about you. You just started playing music and then here you are. We don't know anything about you.
Well, I'm a fringer by trade and a part-time musician by passion. But when fringing doesn't tend to pay the bills, I try to monetize the musician part of it, and it doesn't really work out, as you could see at that bar. I kind of show my empty fedora to them and then put it back on.
Well, to be fair, there was nobody there.
That's why it didn't really work out.
Where are you from?
I grew up on Bothawi.
I don't really know where that is, do I?
Nope.
We
Right?
You do.
We went through there, didn't we?
Yes.
I traveled through there.
Mhm.
How's the Empire presence there?
It's pretty high.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, someone else can go now. What about you?
So the Empire you guys keep referring to, those are the people who look like bugs, right?
And you point at
Yeah,
the head.
bugs.
Yeah. I'm gathering information on them, if you must know, for a super secret mission from my people.
Is this a super secret mission where it's like it's super secret, but I want you to ask me about it so I can tell you? Or is it super secret, super secret?
I think it's like somewhere in between. I'll probably like casually talk about it because nobody really knows any of my people here, so.
So it's just secret.
So
Okay.
it's just a,
So it's
just
just
a normal secret.
It's a normal
mission.
secret, so we could.
But if there's another Ewok around, it's super secret, right?
Right.
Right.
I haven't seen any others of you around, so
I don't think I've ever seen one of you.
no, me neither.
Nobody has?
Mm-mm.
Nobody's seen an Ewok before?
Can I?
You knew a short pig thing, but
It's kind of like
Not the
someone cut him in half, and I point to the Wookiee. And anyway,
Maybe more than half.
like into third.
Yeah.
Yeah, third.
You've
There
got
we go.
like 6 foot something.
7.
7 feet tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 2.5 feet tall.
Can I just?
And then I do a little dance like this.
because she can stand up. And
So I can stand up here.
Can I just want to say this once, and I hope deeply it won't affect our whatever relationship we have. But, oh my God, you're so cute! Okay, I'm done. I just had to do that once.
I'm not a pet, but I like pets.
I'm going to pat her head again.
Can I like tentatively reach out? Oh, I'm very happy.
This is so much fun.
The Wookiee is shaking his head.
So
Don't
no
be
pets.
jealous.
No pets for you then. Okay,
No,
backing off.
What about you, Mr. What is your species again?
I am a Shistovin.
Do you like pats on the head?
I bet he likes butt scratches.
I wear a stone cold expression, but my foot starts to. And then I finally realize, like, stop it! I kind of.
It's alright. Like behind your ear.
And then I scratch your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm learning new things about myself today. All right.
Okay. Yeah, would you care to take a nap? And which one of you would like to be on watch first?
I got first watch.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take a nap.
All right,
Yeah,
roll for
I'm tired.
perception.
8.
Okay, and I will roll for whether or not anything shows up. In the middle of the night,
Oh God.
you feel a sudden lurch that knocks the entire crawler.
Oh.
Oh.
That's me
Wonderful.
against the wall.
Yeah, I just. Oh.
Like
What the hell?
Are you moving or
You're
or
moving.
stationary?
You're
Okay.
moving.
so we're like turning over. We're rolling
And
over.
you're
like, in
actually
air?
the one driving because
Oh, okay.
Because
Kala needs a nap. And
Ow!
So we're just tumbling over and over.
no, it's just a big bump.
Oh.
Now, McClaw, would you like to floor it or stop and look around?
Gonna look.
Are you going to call someone else to keep driving?
Yes.
Okay, which one?
I'll drive.
Okay, Liliana takes over driving.
I don't know if you can reach the
You're
pedals.
2.5 feet tall.
Well, no.
There is a hatch with the turret. Would you care to take one of those?
Oh, yes.
There are 2 on the back. Would you care to ask someone else to take the other one?
The other turret?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Ewok.
Okay.
Let's do
You
it.
lift up the Ewok.
I'll be here contributing morale, I guess.
You keep contemplating if you want to kill somebody.
Actually, the Ewok is struggling a bit. You might want to let her stand on your shoulders.
Maybe can I get a hand? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I very gently lift her up and.
Alright. Here you go, boy. Thanks for that.
Stop it! We're in the middle of battle. Stop it!
You like it, we're not fighting anyone.
Stop it!
Okay, the entire vehicle lurches again.
Whoa!
Would
Oh
you,
goodness.
would you care to all roll for agility
Agility.
to make sure you don't get knocked off?
All right, I got
Okay.
18.
I got 10.
I've got 19.
12.
Okay, you
96,
trip, Zizix, you trip a little bit, fall on your knee.
So I'm holding myself up.
Oh, you're on my shoulder, so yeah, you're fine. I just like fell to my.
And then suddenly the dirt behind you erupts.
Oh, goodness.
Jesus.
A massive slug-like creature.
I shoot it.
Okay.
Do you want to finish describing it before he shoots it?
No, massive
Okay.
slug-like creature, muddy, dirty.
That's it.
The moment that you get a vision of it, I'm already blasting at it.
It's about twice the size of the crawler. So why don't you go ahead and open fire?
Roll for initiative.
Well, he gets to go first because he was all ready.
I open my mouth, that's why.
I'm sorry.
I shoot! 5. I don't know if it's a crit or not.
Yeah, I didn't write down the weapon
You crit.
stats.
Which weapon is it?
It's none of these.
Yeah, it's a new one.
It's the blaster on the
Oh, right.
on the
ship.
Okay, let's say roll a d12 for damage because this is a very powerful weapon, and we'll say that it
Open up the
crits
elbows.
on. We'll say it crits on 5.
Okay.
So you do double damage of a d12.
6.
6 damage. Okay, it blasts it in the face. Huge laser blast hits it, and
That's the noise.
it roars somehow. Gurgly roar.
Should
More
I
gurgle.
Should I stop driving or should I keep on driving?
Keep driving!
Okay.
Keep going.
Let's move away from this thing!
Okay, it's going to
It's fine.
You're more used to it.
Yeah.
it's going to roll for attack.
What?
Changes.
It's going to try to,
Changes it,
or
yeah.
it's going to roll to try and catch up.
Oh dear.
This
Maybe pumpkin?
Pumpkin number 2.
It keeps pace with you, but is unable to attack this turn.
Great.
The rest of you roll initiative.
Well, I'm driving.
Oh,
so
Yeah,
I went.
you drive.
I don't have
That's
to.
a 10.
10. 12.
11.
2!
4.
4. Yeah, that's what I get for being too eager to fight.
Yours again?
12.
Are you like out the hatch and like?
A little bit.
Holding
You
her.
can.
Yeah,
You can steady.
she's fully outside.
You can
I'm-
steady your gun, but she's on your shoulders.
Yeah, I was about to say. Well, I'm last anyway, so.
So it is now the slug's turn. It's going to roll to attack. It rolls a 1.
Oh.
It slows down, completely missing. Goes underground again, and is falling behind.
I'm a good driver.
Actually, it's still a little bit above ground.
Can I see it?
Yes, you can see it. You can shoot it.
Yeah. 3.
Okay, 6 damage. Sorry, 3. Just 3
3
damage. Now, next up in the line, Ping Pong. Would you care to shoot with the same configuration?
3.
That's
So,
damage
3
right
hits. Go ahead.
Okay. Great. 12.
Nice.
Crits!
Take that, sluggy.
Max damage.
I mean, take that, sluggy.
Okay, it is screaming now. Or gurgling, roaring, screaming. It is now clearly taking mortal damage. Or at least, they don't have much defense. They're ambush predators. But it has a lot of meat on it. So,
Great. I'm gonna aim my sonic rifle at it, try to finish it off.
Yay.
6!
crit.
Hooray! D12 for damage, yes?
Yes.
This says
You finally don't jam.
Yeah. I know. I aim it out. I'm like, don't feel me, don't feel me, don't feel me. Psh, yes. 5. So 10 damage.
10 damage.
Take that, sluggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Slug's turn.
Slugs.
Gonna make an attack, or try to attack first. He attacks for a total of 1 damage to the tie crawler.
So it goes like,
Yeah. Next up is McClaw.
finish him off.
Jam.
Gun jam.
Or don't.
Gun jam.
Bing
Clank, clank, clank.
I'll try it again. Shrink.
Oh,
6.
crit.
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 Crit. 16.
Alright.
Alright. Take that, sluggy.
Alright. It pauses and screeches. A new screech you haven't heard before. Loud and undulating. And next up, it is
My, that is loud and undulating.
Next up is Zizix.
Alright, I'm gonna blast my sonic rifle at him again. You like noise? That's also a one!
Yeah, everyone's guns jamming.
Yeah.
Man, maybe you shouldn't say anything to your
No,
gun,
I
man.
won't one-line it next time.
I hope you like jamming too.
They'll do the line for you.
Jamming, 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 jamming.
You're like singing that while I'm like frantically like, I'm like, would you stop?
Now, suddenly in front of the tie crawler,
Oh no.
jeez.
another huge explosion of dust. Liliana, would you care to roll for keeping your composure, I suppose?
Willpower?
No power presence.
I'd say willpower.
Alright. What happened?
Where's our friend? What's she doing?
Holla.
16.
She's hollering back at people, you know?
16. You managed to keep on the road, and
Yeah.
would you care to press the buttons to try and fire the cannons?
Yeah,
Pick it up, pal.
that's a 2.
That still hits.
And
And
what do I roll for damage?
A very good question. D20.
Come on, natural 20.
That's 4.
You do 4 damage to it. It roars in pain, and now it's going to be Hala's turn. She's gotten up. She is aiming the E11 blaster and is going to aim at the one that is behind. Her gun jams. Okay.
That's not helping morale!
I hope you like jamming too.
The
Okay.
crying makes it worse.
Slug is going to roll to try and keep up. It falls behind.
Oh,
not
good,
able to
good.
attack this turn. Next up is McClaw. Care to
Which-
clear the jam?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d6.
2.
You clear the jam.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Roll to hit. 5. That
Crit.
is a crit.
Yeah.
And roll for damage.
10.
I'll take 10 over 2.
How do you want to do this?
Yay!
Kill the slug.
I'm shooting at the slug and going up its torso.
Okay.
Just blasting it away.
And it practically cuts in half as you tear it apart.
Like
And I smile in glee and excitement.
Like the first scene in RoboCop or something.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a slug in the front.
What? We
Help
just-
me out here.
We just killed.
And you can try to dodge. It's coming right for you. Good God, it's coming right for us.
Can I like run it over with my with the truck?
You can try.
Yeah. What would that be?
I'd
If we roll
say
a 1, we're gonna turn over.
Yeah, I'd say do you have mechanics, piloting, or...
Oh no.
Well, that would be a straight D20. Might as well. Plus,
Agility.
let's just say agility.
Agility. Alright. Ah, that's an 11.
The entire craft lurches hugely after hitting the slug
Wow!
and does... Let's see how much damage. 7 damage to the slug.
Take that, sluggo.
It is actually all of your turns to try and, because of the huge lurch,
Jeez.
stop from falling out.
No.
What,
D20?
7.
9 total.
19.
16,
16.
17, 18.
Okay, you all managed to hang on, except Zizix and Ping Pong end up slipping and falling. Oh, I haven't rolled for Hala. She hangs on.
Okay.
They don't call me ping pong for nothing.
Okay,
Ow.
next up it's McClaw's turn.
What am I shooting at?
The slug that was just run over with the
I
car.
shoot it!
3.
That's a 3.
Okay, roll for damage.
10.
Nice.
Eat it, slug.
Next up it is Ping Pong's turn. Go ahead and roll to try and...
Ping your way back up there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Watch her pong.
12.
Okay, you don't quite make it without any footing. You have to kind of scrabble. So, Zizix, it's your turn to try and get back up and push Ping Pong up.
You're getting Ewok's face, foot in your face.
That's a 5, so that doesn't happen.
You get a foot in your face and you fall backwards.
Ow!
Can I shoot at this thing again?
It's behind you now. You could only
What?
you could only shoot at it while it was in front of you, and then you ran over it. So, now it's Hala's turn.
Holla at ya.
She manages to shoot it and hit it in the face.
Nice. From the floor, I'm like, hello.
And next up,
Is
Slug.
this
It doesn't quite catch up to you.
Okay.
It's not able to make an attack this turn.
Can I shoot it?
You can shoot it now.
I can shoot it.
Crit.
Nice.
8 total.
Alright, next up it is...
Ping still
Pong's
trying to
turn.
pong.
Let me try this again. Alright, end.
Okay. Ping Pong manages to not only climb up, but support herself on the rim of the turret.
Damn, make you feel useful, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, and go ahead
Thanks,
and roll
Ping Pong.
for attack.
Alright, and that one is the 6.
Uh-huh.
3.
Alright, good.
Alright, and I roll a 12.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Alright then. Take this, Sluggy. 4. Better than nothing.
Yes.
You blast a huge hole in its side.
Yay!
Take that.
Do I have to
ugly
roll to
slug.
get up again?
Yes.
Or
Okay.
you could just lay there.
No, I'm good.
You got 10.
Plus agility 12.
You make it up there,
Okay.
and you can aim.
Yes, I'm gonna aim the sonic blaster at him one more time. And it jams again!
We're jamming.
I just hang my head and
I'm jamming too.
I know
Are you
physics does.
Are you going to sing this every time?
Yes, I am. If you keep jamming your gun.
Okay.
That's just your song, not ours.
So, yeah.
Now...
I've never thought of it before today.
You mean it's a song you invented?
Maybe. Well, I mean,
You gotta remember she's on spice right now.
Liliana, if you wanted, you could either keep driving
Or try to
or
back
try to
up
back up over it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and back up over it.
So you're just like, screech!
You might want to tell everyone that you're about to.
Everyone!
What?
I'm about to try and back over it!
Okay, you all brace
Brace-
yourself.
Brace yourself!
Bracing!
So a d20?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just basically across the hub at the top.
Oh goodness. 11!
Okay, you manage to make it come to a full and complete stop, but you don't manage to roll over it this turn.
Okay.
Now, next up it is the slug's turn.
Frick.
It's going to reach you this turn, and
Since we backed up.
okay, good. It doesn't crit. And it smashes into the underside of the tie crawler, and now you all, because you're braced, roll for
Agility.
with advantage, for agility with advantage.
15.
I think that was
Alright. 18.
Ah, 20. I
16.
rolled dice on your chair.
Okay, you all manage to stay in your seats. Oh, I need to roll for Hella. She holds on. She's pretty spry for an old girl.
Okay, good. Whose turn is that?
McClaw's turn.
Can I see it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or wait.
It's under us.
Can I hold
No,
my
it-
turn until it appears?
Yes. Yes, you
Okay.
can.
I will hold my turn until it appears.
Okay. The rest of you, same.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
You can unjam your gun during this.
Natural 6, so it unjams. But, like, there's nothing on the bottom that I could, like, stick my gun through and fire at it.
No, nothing. And we'll just say that you get auto advantage because you cleared it so well with the natural 6.
Sweet.
Or not auto advantage, auto crit.
Okay.
Alright, so it is going to smash upwards and try to flip the entire thing.
Probably shouldn't have held my turn.
You had a target to shoot at? I didn't.
I didn't have a way.
It smashes up and upends you backwards, and now you're precariously on.
Everybody lean forward so that it falls in the right direction. Lean!
Roll for leaning. Brawn or agility. Or...
Is it brawn?
7.
Natural 20!
20.
Good, because I got 9.
6.
Okay, with a natural 20, Liliana,
So hard.
you grab Zizix by his bandolier and pull him towards the front of the craft. Thus, using all of his weight, it slams right back down.
Oh, good.
And now,
Oh, you got
McClaw,
attack.
since you were holding your turn, you actually get 2 attacks. So go ahead and roll.
2 shots.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a jam.
We'll just say the second one jams.
Alright. 3 hit. 7.
It is dying. It has no more will to fight. It is just bleeding out onto the ground.
I don't care, I keep shooting.
Jesus.
Well, it is currently Ping Pong's turn. If
I'll
she-
shoot it again. I don't want it to suffer its last moments. Shrink. 2.
Okay.
She's so generous. Look at her. She's just like, I'm just gonna kill it.
That's nice of me, isn't it? 9.
It's dead.
Goodbye, Sluggo!
Well, Hala takes a look, does a quick systems check, and
Hella, how far are we from our destination?
about 6 hours.
So it can't be walked.
No.
We gotta fix this.
She fixes it.
Okay, that was easy.
Right.
It's going to be another 6 hours, so which one of you has gotten the most sleep and would care to drive?
That was the first watch, and I ended up having to.
Yeah, so he's out.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it.
Okay.
I was sleeping.
Zizix will take the controls, and
Yes.
the rest of you can nap.
Thank you.
Now, just as the sun starts to rise, Hala looks over your shoulder, Zizix,
Mm-hmm.
says, "That's it, that cave. Hang left here.
Okay.
You better wake the others."
Hey, assholes!
You.
We're here!
Pleasant way to wake us up now, isn't it? Jesus.
Oh, my head.
Now, you should probably man the turrets. Perhaps people who can actually reach them.
I did a pretty bang up job if you ask me.
I agree with the Ewok.
You can ride his shoulders this time. I'll keep steering. How about that?
I'll take her on my shoulders.
Okay,
Right.
that's very generous of you.
I feel like I'm not here. And I'm
I
not
know the shade of it all!
No.
I'll have you know I'm a warrior.
Now,
Pew, 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 pew.
Please don't fire your guns in this very
They're
tight
not
cylinder.
finger guns.
Okay.
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
now, Mr. Zizix,
Oh boy.
I know you seem to be attached to your sonic blaster, but perhaps you'd like to try one of the other blasters that we have here?
Sure, as long as I don't have to give my other one up.
No, you can hold on to it.
Sure. What type
Or
of blaster is it?
constantly.
You can either have a heavy rifle or an E11.
I'll take an E11.
Okay, that's simple enough.
Okay. I'll copy your stats later.
So, Zizix, you position yourself out of the main hatch, steadying it there.
Yep.
Liliana, you are currently holding up Ping Pong, and would you care to take a better blaster or stick with the sporting one while you're steadying it on the side?
I'll take a better blaster.
E11? Yeah, probably, because that's the only one you can hold one-handed.
Okay.
Okay, you also take an E11. McClaw, you are on the other turret in the back, but the turrets can't swivel around and aim at the front.
They can't?
They can.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so Hala pilots you in through the cave, going very slowly because doesn't want to disturb the rocks, the stalactite. A single Mimsquito flies in and attacks you.
Me?
McClaw. It attacks McClaw.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if it hits. It does. And for 4 damage.
Okay. So put at 5 strength.
Mm-hmm. Roll for perception to see if you caught it before it.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, it bites you.
Okay.
Would you care to take a swing at it?
I'm gonna try to grab it by its face.
It explodes.
Didn't even need to roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how's that taste?
It's my snack.
So we're
You make your way through the cave. You had to deal with a single Mimsquito. Actually, might as well throw in one more. Okay, this one is going to go for Ping Pong.
Alright.
So roll for perception. Well, actually, you see it coming, so you can try to aim and shoot at it.
Alright, I'm going to,
Roll a d6.
yeah.
Right in the face.
You can do it.
Woo! 3.
Okay, you hit it. Go
Right in the
ahead and
face.
roll for damage.
I'm with the gun, right? The big gun?
Uh-huh. It ceases to exist in any way, shape, or form.
It completely
Disintegrates.
evaporated.
That's right. Mess with me, mosquito.
Hey, keep it down back there. You might cause an avalanche.
I'm sorry.
Now roll for possibly causing avalanche.
Just her,
Just
right?
from my small laughter.
Okay, you don't.
Alright.
No, I mean from the big blast of the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes,
Oh, yeah,
fair.
that, right.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that makes more sense.
Okay, so
So wait, he's...
There's a
Oh, he's at the gun. I'm at the
eye.
gun. Okay, sorry.
And she sits on that gun.
So-
Go ahead.
the crawler comes to a stop, and Hala says, "Oh, Criff,
What?
What's wrong?
see that big pile of rocks there?
Yeah.
That wasn't there last time I was here. That was the path to the Kauai resistance."
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
The pile of boulders is as wide as a city block and as high as the entire cave.
That was an idea.
Can we dig our way through?
That would...
Is there another way to the
The walking
Kauai
looks like too
resistance?
awkward.
There
Why?
is.
I'm just spitballing here. Contribute.
There is, but unfortunately, we'd have to make our way over a very large cave lake.
Doesn't-
Big lake.
And this vehicle is not amphibious.
Can anyone here breathe underwater?
I'm gonna take that as a maybe.
I don't
This
know.
craft has an emergency raft we can use.
Okay.
Okay, okay,
Alright.
let's do that. Let's do
It
that.
doesn't have power, but it's a flotation device.
We have
Can
paddles.
we, if we double back very quickly and...
I use my perception to see if I can use it, find anything for as oars.
That's
No.
a one.
why don't you all roll? We'll say that you all went back for a quick visit to try to find ore stuff.
12.
That's a one. On a d20, no less.
Impressive.
Yeah.
That's a 1 in 20 chance.
Ping Pong,
I won't let you down.
you are actually from the rare village of lakeside Ewoks rather than tree Ewoks. And you happen to know exactly how to make an ore out of just about any types of tree branches. You instruct the rest in how to fashion them, you obtain the various vines and such, and now, let's say you have 4 ores because, even.
What have we got?
4 oars!
Oh boy. So,
How many have we got?
with
4 oars!
with exasperation, Hala drives all of you back to the cave, this time taking a side passage,
The
which...
entire way we're going 4 oars! 4 oars!
Keep it up and I'll break one of those oars over your head.
Why don't we break?
3 oars! 3 oars! John has his head in his hands right now, you guys.
Hala
Hella has her head in it.
Yeah, Hala has her head in one hand as she's driving the tie crawler. So much for professional warriors.
Now you know I am a warrior.
I'm highly
Warrior,
skilled.
warrior.
Actually, I'm not really. I'm slightly participating in the 4 oars. We got 4 oars.
It's called morale.
And it's rapidly dropping.
Depends on your perspective, mate.
You make, or we make it all the way to the lake.
God.
4 oars!
4 oars.
So, Hala exasperatedly grabs the emergency raft, climbs down,
I help her with it.
hands it to you, tells you to throw it up in the air when she pulls the thing. She pulls the thing, you throw it up in the air. A huge raft big enough for all of you plops down, bright yellow.
Nate.
Oh, cool.
It's so bright. It hurts my eyes.
You all pile into the raft.
With our 4 oars!
I sit at the front, facing back.
Yeah.
Stroke! Stroke!
You have an oar. You can't.
Well, each of
I'm
you have
neutral.
2 oars, and
Oh,
so 2 of you will row, and 3 of you will sit.
I'll row.
I'll sit.
Okay, Zizix and McClaw row together.
Stroke!
Sure, that's fine.
Stroke.
Make the help do it.
Stroke.
Whatever.
Stroke, you're strong.
You're the 2 strongest people.
Yeah, no, I'm just giving her.
Go ahead and make a d20 roll plus your brawn to see how well you do.
16.
11.
You feel the difference when I do the stroke and then when he does the stroke.
I'm contributing.
Okay.
Stroke!
Do we know what these Kauai look like?
Like the green people.
Yeah.
Oh, the green.
They
people,
look much like them, however, they're usually bald rather than that little patch of red hair that you saw on the Mimbanese, and they are very strong, very buff.
Okay then.
Really?
Green is my favourite colour.
Have you ever
Tear you
seen?
apart.
Have you ever seen a Nemoidian or a Duros?
Yes.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
They look kind of like Nemoidians, but not nearly as spineless.
Sure.
They are great warriors. Now go ahead and roll again for the strokes.
10.
19.
I like that the dice are
Consistent?
consistent with the narrative.
Again. Sudden burst. He's just going off of my momentum.
Essentially.
Ooh, we're still going fast. I'm gonna just put this one in right now.
I kind of like look defensively at Ollie, like, I usually look bigger without him next to me.
Stroke!
Okay, go ahead and keep conversing. You're still making your way.
16.
Well, you need to converse a little before you row again.
I don't want to do this. 8 total.
I think he's getting tired.
Minus 8. Yeah, he keeps dropping.
Eventually.
He's gonna be down to 1.
Do you want me to take over?
No, but you want you to take over. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Oh, a natural 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what I thought.
I'm giving them back to you.
Thank you.
I could try it.
That's true.
Sure, go ahead. I hand him to her.
Aren't the oars a little too short?
Probably.
She's in the middle.
17.
She rolled a
No,
That's right.
again.
She made longer oars for herself.
Consistent with the narrative.
All the Trandoshans are right outside.
Yay!
They
How far?
point blank.
Yay!
Man, I need to stop using shit so much. Now, who do you want to designate for corpse duty?
That was kind of enthralling.
I'm sorry, I will have to call your mother right away. I will have her.
Oh, no, don't call it.
I didn't even think that would work.
I think you sound like this, but really you sound like this.
Oh, why are you yelling at me?
Because I want to yell too.
Crit.
Crit.
Hurrah.
Just
Eat it, dick.
Huzzah.
he drops his gun and holds his hands up, surrendering.
Too bad. I'm gonna shoot him.
All right.
Ruthless. Smash his fucking face!
I have issues.
So I fart as I walk away.
It's in my mouth.
It's still. Oh no.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for listening to Weekend Star Warriors. I am your host and game master, John Ike. Star Wars was created by George Lucas and is owned by Disney. This game follows the basic rules of the Edge of the Empire role-playing game, and rulebooks are available for sale wherever books are still sold. The setting for this adventure was based off of the book Splinter of the Mind's Eye by Kevin J. Anderson. I highly recommend reading his various works. Liliana Emerald was played by Megan Cordero. You can follow her on Instagram at Meganda88. Zizix Math was played by Jeffrey Gardner. You can follow him on Instagram at JeffaPlus. Ping Pong was played by Kat Johnston. You can follow her on Instagram at BirdieCat82. McClaw was played by Edgar Cuevas. You can try to follow him, but do so at your own risk. Music by Megan Cordero. Effects by Jeffrey Gardner. Special thanks to Mike Christensen and Melissa Cuevas. Please like, subscribe, and review, and we will release the next episode in a couple of weeks. Thanks for listening, and remember,